how do you expect this young pitcher, this young stud from the Dodgers organization, Urias, how do you expect him to play tonight against John Lackey and the Cubs?
I think he's going to be really good, Rich. I mean, I watched this guy go into a game 5 in the NLCS. They were down by 1 run, elimination game, obviously, and he threw the ball great. He's been playing up, if you will, against competition his whole life. Always been the youngest one on the field. Undefeated at Dodger Stadium. I like this kid a lot. I don't think he's going to pitch deep into the game, but I think he'll pitch well.
Oh, my gosh. What's happened to the Cubs' bats then?
Tremendous pressure on the Cubs.
Yeah, I know.
It's about the first time around the lineup, first 2 innings for the Cubs tonight, absolutely huge with the way they're swinging the bats. If Urias shuts them down first couple of innings, it's like, here we go again.
And they're pressing, it seems, 1 through 9, and this is supposed to something that doesn't happen with Joe Madden keeping everybody loose and relaxed, et cetera, et cetera. What has happened to the Cubs' bats, Tom?
Yeah, a couple of things. Addison Russell, who missed a lot of the postseason last year with that hamstring injury, he just looks overwhelmed right now. And he talked about his inexperience in the postseason and his youth, and that's really showing off. He's chasing right now. You saw last night. Madden used Hayward to pinch hit for Russell late in the game. And Anthony Rizzo is just getting attacked with one curveball after another. He's chased a lot of them, doesn't look comfortable. When I look at the Cubs lineup right now, Rich, the question is, where is the offense coming from? Because they have, as Joe Madden said last night, they haven't hit many balls hard. It's not like, they're hitting into tough luck or they're grinding out at bats. These are fairly routine outs in the lineup. So looking on paper, I don't know where the offense comes tonight, but they better hope it comes quickly.
Tom Verducci joining me here on the show. So does tonight's result play into the Roberts decision on when to push the Kershaw button next, Tom?
Yeah, I asked Dave Roberts that question yesterday, and he said not until after Game 4 will he commit to Game 5. I think he's leaning towards Clayton Kershaw, no matter what happens. Because Clayton didn't throw a lot of pitches in his last start at Wrigley Field. He came out of that start really well. I mean, it's amazing to me that this guy missed 10 weeks with a herniated disc, and I haven't heard him mention boo about his back in the last couple of weeks. He seems to be Clayton Kershaw of old. So I think he's gonna fire the bullet with Kershaw in 5. That way, if it goes 7, he's got him out of the bullpen at some point. I just think he feels like Dave Roberts does. If Kurtz tells me he's good, why not throw him out there?
Yeah, and give the red meat to the fans, too. The fans being able to, if it's a closeout game or obviously the pivotal Game 5, that plays to the crowd and gets that place nuts if Kershaw takes the mound. Think about that.
Agreed, and it's kind of like with Terry Francona throwing Corey Kluber out there. Now, he has some other issues to deal with, but when you got a chance to put a team away, there's no such thing as a giveaway game in the postseason. You're not saying, all right, if we lose this one, we still have them on full rest for the next start. No, you try to step on the throat when you're in position to do it.
Tom, it looks like everything that the Dodgers have planned for is working. And by that, I mean getting Urias up in the middle of the season, getting him ready for this possible moment, rehabilitating Puig, to getting Carlos Ruiz, who's getting big hits. All of the buttons, whatever Roberts is thinking of doing, whether it's the sabermetrics with his sensibilities, it just seems it's all working for the Dodgers right now.
That's a great point. Now, all those things are true. And the fact that Dave Roberts started for the first month of the season trying to manage a conventional bullpen, it's like, hey, this is my 7th inning guy. This is my 8th inning. Well, that didn't work. And for the last 5 months, he's been managing an unconventional bullpen. And as we're seeing throughout this postseason, that's what plays this time of year. So they're very comfortable playing these games where you're making 4 or 5 pitching changes. And I'll tell you the other thing in terms of their planning. Their advanced scouting on both the Nationals and the Cubs have been outstanding. And when they zone in on their advanced report, they do not deviate. You saw that against Bryce Harper, all the fastballs up and away. You've seen it here with the curveballs against Rizzo. They stick to it, and I give them a lot of credit because what they've done advanced scouting-wise and matching up pitchers on hitters, it's been picture perfect so far.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.